Assalamu alaikum everyone. Once again, I welcome you all present here to my YouTube channel, that is Nawab Kiazai. And here I would like to tell you one more thing, that today is Eid Day, 21st March 2026. I wish you all a very, very happy and blessing Eid. And I pray that you may prosper in bounces and leaps. So, as you know, that we have started a series of tenses, and this is the 7th video of tenses. So, in today's video, we are going to learn about present continuous. Along with that, we will learn about active voice and passive voice. So, let's know what present continuous is. The action that is continuous is called present continuous. Understood? For example, I am speaking to you now, it's a continuous action. I am teaching you, it's a continuous action. You are watching me, it's a continuous action. Okay, so these actions are called continuous actions, that they are going on right now. So if we talk about active voice and passive voice, active voice sentences are the common sentences that we generally use, you can say everywhere in English. You can say in our daily routine, the sentences that we speak are called active voices. Now I am talking to you, these are called active voice sentences. But when it comes to passive voice is you can say a separate way of speech, where there we have to you can say mention the work, especially give importance to the work, not the doer, not the subject. Understood? Simply you can say when we are not interested in mentioning the name of the subject, then we use passive voice sentence. So let's give you an example of active voice, that the police have arrested the thief. The police have arrested the thief. Now here you can say the police is important. Why? Because the police have done a great job, and the police have, you can say, arrested the thief. So it's a very, you can say, great job, you can say a bravery job. And on the other hand, when we talk about passive voices, so in passive voices we say the thief has been arrested. The thief has been arrested. Now here the object, the subject, the agent is not known, that who has arrested the thief. But the main thing that is important, that is the arresting of the thief. Here, because in passive voice, the main purpose is to arrest the thief. Understood? So simply you can say in active voice, police is important, and in passive voice, thief is important. Okay, now let's go to the formula of you can say active voice, that how active voice sentences are made, or you can say how present continuous, you can say, sentences are made in active voice. First of all, you will have to put your subject, then your helping verb, is, are, am. So why is, why are, why am. Is for the singular subjects, are is for the plural subjects, am is for the subject I. Understood? After that, your main verb comes, that is, you can say, first form of the verb with ing, and then your object comes. Once again, I should tell you, subject plus helping verb, is, are, am, plus main verb, first form of the verb with ing, and then your object. Understood? So now let's go to the formula of passive voice, that how you can say sentences are made in passive voice. So first of all, your subject, then your helping verb, is, are, am. So why is, why are, is for singular subjects, are is for plural subjects, and am is for the subject I. After that, there is an extra word that's called being, B-E-I-N-G. In you can say passive voice, continuous tenses. This word is used. B-E-I-N-G. I mean being. Okay, being shows the continuous, the continuity of the action. After that, your main verb, I mean the third form of the verb, or you can say past participle, or you can say V3, all three are same, and then your object. Understood? But here I would like to tell you one thing, that whenever we use the main verb in passive voice, that is always third form of the verb, not any other form of the verb is used in, you can say, passive voice as a main verb. Understood? You can say in any part of the tense or in any tense, you cannot use any other form of the verb except the third form of the verb is a main verb in passive voice. Understood? I'm not talking about the helping verbs, that is are, am, was, were, has been, have been. No, no, no. Here I am talking about the main verb. So now here I would like to tell you one thing, that I can say the rule of active and passive voice. So you have to keep this thing in mind, that the subject of the active voice becomes the object of passive voice. The object of active voice becomes the subject of passive voice. Understood? You can say like this. Can you see this? You can say X sign. Exactly the same, you can say. Now look at this. This is, you can say, the subject of active voice, and this is the object of active voice. This is the subject of passive voice. This is the object of passive voice. Understood? Now you can see the subject of the active voice becomes the object of passive voice, and the object of active voice becomes the subject of passive voice. Understood? So you have to keep this thing in mind. This sign, I mean the X sign. Okay. So here I would like to tell you one more thing, that in active voice and passive voice sentences, the verb that is used is transitive verb. You cannot use intransitive verbs. Understood? I mean, intransitive verb is not used in active voice and passive voice sentences. So why is that so? Because transitive verb has a direct object, and intransitive verbs do not have objects. Although if they have a kind of, you can say, poor objects, but you know the object actually, originally does not belong to them. That is the object of preposition. Okay, but at least if you want to attach an object to them, then that could be through a preposition. Okay, not a direct object like transitive verbs. Let's get you an example of transitive verbs. That is teach. I am teaching you. I am teaching you. Now here teach is a transitive verb because it has a direct approach to the object. Understood? That's why you can say this is called transitive verb. Okay. And if we talk about, there are many other words like this that you know they are transitive. Teach, watch, cook, wash, clean, and many more. These are these all are transitive verbs. When it comes to intransitive verbs, so you can say, let's get you an example of intransitive verbs. That is, I sleep. Now you see, my sentence is finished here. Now if I want to add some more, you can say in my sentence, then that could be through a preposition, not directly. Like I would say, I sleep at night. You see, a preposition. I sleep on the bed, a preposition. I sleep in the bed. Again a preposition. I am going to market. Now to, again a preposition. I am coming from the market. Again a preposition. I am speaking to you. Again a preposition. Understood? So these all are called intransitive verbs. Like I can say go, come, sleep, and many more verbs like this. These verbs cannot be used in active voice and passive voice sentences. But there are some verbs that are, I can say, both. I mean, transitive and intransitive verb. They have, you can say, the both functions. Let's take the example of verb speak. That I am speaking to you, or you can say I am speaking to him, I am speaking to her, I am speaking to them. Now here speak is an intransitive verb. But when it comes to the transitive function of the verb speak, that like, I can speak Biravi, I can speak Balochi, I can speak Urdu, I can speak English. Simply you can say I can speak many languages. So here speak is a transitive verb. Why? Because there are no such, you can say, prepositions in my sentences like you can say in, on, it. Okay. Let's get you another example of another verb, that is fly. First of all, we will say, or you say, I will say that I am flying a kite. I am flying a kite. Here fly is a transitive verb. Okay? Because it is taking a direct object. But if I say the birds are flying, the birds are flying, here it is intransitive. Why? Because the birds are flying, here your sentence ends. If you want to add some more information to that, so that would be through a preposition, okay? Not, you can say, directly. Then let's use it once again. The birds are flying in the sky. The birds are flying in the sky. You see, in is preposition. So that's why I said there are some verbs that they, you can say, they you can say they have, you can say, the double function of, you can say, are transitive and intransitive both. Okay. So the last thing that I wanted to tell you that okay, so the variants of the sentence. Okay, they are you can say positive sentence, negative sentence, interrogative sentence, interrogative negative sentence. Understood? So now let's go to the examples. First of all, you see here, this is because these sentences are active voice and these sentences are passive voice. Understood? You can see it here that can say the variants of the sentence: positive, negative, interrogative, interrogative, negative. Okay. Now you can see the subjects as I told you before that you can say for plural subjects, plural helping verbs. For singular subjects, singular helping verbs. Okay. Now here it's a trick that I have written. You can say many subjects together because I had to cover a lot of place. Otherwise, they cannot. These all cannot come here. You can say on this board. That's why I use a trick that I have written on the board many subjects, then a sentence attached to them. Okay, here also the same case applies that these are plural subjects, plural helping verb. These are singular subjects, singular helping verb. Understood? So now let's read them. So I will read them separately, okay? I will use a sentence for each subject. Understood? Separately. You will understand it very well, inshallah. You are cooking food, we are cooking food, they are cooking food. Understood? This was, you can say, plural subject, plural helping verb. Okay? He is cooking food, she is cooking food, it is cooking food, Ali is cooking food. Okay? Now here these are, you can say, singular subjects, singular helping verb. Understood? So you can say this was present continuous active voice positive sentence. Understood? So here, before I told you about this thing that these things you can say the subject of the active voice becomes the object of passive voice. Okay, you see here, and the object of active voice becomes the subject of passive voice. You see, exactly the same. So now let's read can say the can say passive voice. That is, food is being cooked by you, by us, by them. Food is being cooked by him, by her, by it, by Ali. One name we ate, okay? So now here I would like to tell you one thing that I have seen some of these speakers, the best speakers in the world, but still they make a mistake in I could say pronouncing I could say the second or third form of the verb. Understood? That is clear. It's a mistake. Actually, you could say it's not a mistake, but it can be a blunder. Okay, it's not a mistake. Mistakes are not like this. It can be a blunder. Even I can make mistakes. I'm a human being. Man is fallible, so anything is possible. But here I would like to tell you, okay, say inform you that you should control on this. That the third form of the verb, that is we pronounce it cooked, they pronounce it cooked, or washed, or missed, miss. Okay, the third form of the okay, say miss. That we pronounce them cooked, washed, missed, reached, okay, taught. Teaching is a little bit different. Leave this word. You can say washed, cooked, touched, and you can say missed, and many more verbs like this. Okay, so please pay okay, say good attention to these verbs when you are pronouncing their second form and third form. Okay. So let's go to the okay, say second version, that is negative sentences. Okay, I mean negative sentence. You see, negative. Now, negative sentence is a sign that an extra word not comes in between. Okay, say the helping verb and the main verb. Okay, you see here. These both have you can say the extra word that is not in between the main verb and the helping verb. Okay. Now let's read it. Now here we have a problem that we mostly use the short form of the can say are and is, and you can say many other you can say helping verbs. That's why instead of using are not, we say aren't, and instead of using is not, we say isn't. Okay, so because I like it, you can say speak the words through fluency with the you can say short form of the helping verb. If you allow me, please. You aren't cooking food, we aren't cooking food, they aren't cooking food. He isn't cooking food, she isn't cooking food, it isn't cooking food. One name Ali isn't cooking food. Understood? So this was present continuous, active voice, negative sentence. Now look at the negative sentence of passive voice. Food isn't. The same case applies here. The word not is in between, you can say the extra word and the helping verb. Okay, food isn't being cooked by you, by us, by them. Okay, again another you can say, the other part of you can say the same sentence, that is, food isn't being cooked by him, by her, by it, by Ali. Okay. Now look at the interrogative sentences. First of all, you'll have to can say see two things in you can say interrogative sentences. The first thing is that the helping verbs come before the subject. In interrogative sentence, helping verb comes before the subject. I mean, first of all, the helping verb occurs, then the subject, understood? Then the main verb. You see, this is the first sign. The second sign is this that because interrogative sentences take question marks with them. Okay, is a symbol of you can say a question. You see here, negative sentences have full stops, positive sentences have full stops. But when it comes to interrogative sentences have you can say question marks. Understood? Now please read the sentences so that you understand them very well. Are you cooking food? Are we cooking food? Are they cooking food? Now this was the plural subject, plural helping verb. Okay. Now this is singular subject, singular helping verb. Is he cooking food? Is she cooking food? Is it cooking food? Is Ali cooking food? Understood? Now this was the present continuous active voice interrogative sentence. Now let's go to the present continuous passive voice interrogative sentence. Understood? So again, the same case applies here. You see, first of all, your helping verb comes, then your subject, okay. Then you can say your other remaining parts of the sentence. Is food being cooked by you, by us, by them? Now look at the second part. That is food being cooked by him, by her, by it, by Ali? Understood? Now let's go to the interrogative negative sentence of the active voice in present continuous. Okay. Now here it was only the helping verb, that was coming in the beginning. But here, another word that is not, okay. First of all, the helping verb comes, then not, then the subject, okay. Understood? First of all, helping verb, then not, then the subject. Clear? Now let's read it. The same case, applies here, also that we say, aren't, isn't. Okay, so if you allow me, please. Aren't you cooking food? Aren't we cooking food? Aren't they cooking food? Okay. Now let's take the second part. That is, isn't he cooking food? Isn't she cooking food? Isn't it cooking food? Isn't Ali cooking food? Okay. Now this was present continuous active voice interrogative negative sentence. Now here we will read present continuous passive voice interrogative negative sentence. Understood? You see it here? Isn't food being cooked by you, by us, by them? Isn't food being cooked by him, by her, by it, by Ali? Understood? Now here I would like to tell you one thing that we had missed the subject I. Understood? Because I is the exception of tenses. Okay, so here we have written I separately. You see, so here we are going to read the subject I. Understood? I am cooking food. I am cooking food. This is the active voice. Now look at the passive voice. Food is being cooked by me. I am cooking food. Food is being cooked by me. Understood? So this was the positive sentence. If we talk about the negatives, so let's take the example of negatives. That is, I am not cooking food. And the passive is, food is not being cooked by me. Now if we talk about the interactive sentences, so let's take the example of interactive sentence of the subject I along with the helping verb am. Am I cooking food? This is the active voice. Is food being cooked by me? Is food being cooked by me? Now this was the interrogative syntax of, you can say, passive voice. Now, if we talk about the interactive negative, also that's available. Let's use it. Now, if you want to use the complete form, because the full form of this, then you can say, am I not cooking food? Am I not cooking food? But if you want to use the short form of this, then it can be, ain't I, okay? Ain't I cooking food? This is the active voice. Now, when it comes to passive voice, the passive voice is, isn't food being cooked by me? Isn't food being cooked by me? Understood? So this is the usage of I along with the helping verb am. Okay? Now here I would like to tell you one thing that you have to, okay, say, pay attention to this. We are winning the match. Now you see here, double consonant has been used here. Why is it so? We are winning. Double N is used. You can see here K is, one consonant. Here, here it is single, but why here it is double? So now here I would like to do one thing that, So the reason behind consider this double consonant is this, that actually I have, you can say, I have made a detailed video about this, that why some verbs take double consonants when they are used in, you can say, ing form, along with ing form. Why is it so? So the complete detail is there in that video, titled with, you can say, the use of ing in present progressive. Understood? The use of ing in present progressive. There that has been, completely, you can say, explained, you can say, in detail. Here simply I would like to tell you that why we use double consonants in some, you can say, verbs, not all of them. Some verbs take double consonants while using, you can say, the ing form with them. So the reason is this, that you can say these verbs are CVC verbs. When verbs become CVC, then they take double consonants with them. Now, let's know what a CVC is. A CVC is a, you can say, way of, you can say, teaching, or you can say a method of teaching that is called CVC, consonant vowel consonant. Consonant vowel consonant. So there are some verbs like this: run, R-U-N, R consonant, U vowel, N consonant again. Hit, H-I-T, consonant, H-I vowel, T, consonant. Understood? Win, W-I-N, the same case is here. CVC. So these all verbs take double consonant with them while using the form of ing. Okay? And those verbs which have more syllables than one, I mean that they have 2 syllables, or you can say 3 syllables. There you'll have to see the last syllable is a CVC, then you'll have to use double consonant. Understood? Once again I should tell you that you'll have to see that verb, I mean the long verb, the lengthy verb that has, you can say, 2 or 3 syllables. Here I was talking about the verbs that they had only 1 syllable. Run, hit, okay, fit, cut. Okay? But when your verb has, can say, more than 1 syllable, and you will see the last syllable is a CVC, then you will have to use, you can say, double consonant. Understood? And here I would like to tell you one thing that sometimes there are verbs that have, you can say, double consonant clusters. So they also have the same thing. Like, shopping, S-H-O-P-P-I-N-G, shopping. Now here these are, you can see, four letters in the word sharp, not three letters like, run, fun, sorry, run, win, hit, cut. Understood? But the same case applies here. Why? SH is say double consonant cluster. Even there are words that have, triple consonant clusters, like, so when there are, you can say, triple consonant clusters or double consonant clusters, so they have the same case that, consonant clusters are counted one. Now SH is counted one letter. That's why they can be three. Okay, sharp, shit, and there are many other verbs like this. So the same case applies also there with them, like, drop. So the same case applies on the, you say, triple consonant clusters also. Okay. So I hope you have enjoyed the lesson and you have understood it very well. So if we are alive, we will meet in a new video with a new grammatical point. So bye for now.